What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to G Myers World Podcast. And right now we're going to be talking about the Cleveland Browns. They took on the Steelers in a Thursday night football matchup, which they went ahead and took care of the Pittsburgh Steelers pretty promptly, 29-17. You can see that overall, look, dude, they were the better team throughout the entire game. But you know, one of the focuses that a lot of Browns fans are dealing with is the fact that they're still the Browns. They should have never lost to the Jets, bro. You're giving up a 13-point lead in the final few minutes. Like, those are the losses that no matter what happens, they just burn internally if you're a competitor, because you know that the Jets have no business winning a game, nonetheless beating you. So they should actually be 3-0. And it kind of aggravates me to actually have to say that they're 2-1. You know, I'm not vested with the Browns or anything like that. I think they have one of the best, fan bases in sports. Because if you can deal with the fact that your team is absolutely putrid since the merger and just deal with it, Jim Brown's done, everything after that, you guys got this. It's been really, really bad for them. So right now we know once Deshaun Watson gets back, I think week 13, and he plays the Texans, a team that obviously he was out there getting 75,000 massages while he was there. But, this team has a lot of upside to it. And one of the basic things that we're going to talk about right now is the fact that they are playing prototypical football. Jacoby Brissett is not the best quarterback. We saw that when they lost to the Jets. The dude, he will throw a Stevie. Let's just, completely be honest about it. He will absolutely throw a Stevie. But they have weapons. One of them being Amari Cooper, and obviously Nick Chubb, who is right now the best running back in the National Football League. All right? So we have to understand that they have all the tools. Now, whether or not they do it, that's a whole nother subject that we're going to be talking about all season. Because defensively, I do believe that they can, pretty much play with the best of them. Realistically speaking, though, they can dominate, in my opinion, their division, because usually in the North, it was always a situation where the Steelers were that team. Right now, Mitch Trubisky, that dude right there, I don't know what's going on. Okay, but he is apparently going to be, dude, he might have to leave the franchise, because I tried to give him some benefit of the doubt. A lot of the things that he was doing yesterday, it just made me know that team is going to have some major issues. All right, so I have to be totally honest with it. I'm not sure where this goes after that game that we just saw Trubisky play. I know some people are going to say that they don't have a lot of weapons, this and that. Look, I understand all that, but realistically speaking, the Steelers, they're not going to be the team that we thought they would be from the past. I know they started off beating the Bengals, but then we saw the Cowboys beat the Bengals with a backup quarterback. So it's all right, the Bengals are not the Bengals right now. You got to start to look at the way the NFL starts off, because a lot of you guys that bet have already lost a lot of money based on the first 2 weeks. Looking at Thursday Night Football to kick off week 3, we thought certain things were going to be going a certain way. How many of you guys thought the Colts would be, 2-0? You know what I'm saying? The way the NFL works, it's always something where it's going to be a breakout team, and it's going to be a team that nobody thought would be doing something. In this case right now, we're not too far off. You got to remember, they gave Deshaun Watson a fully guaranteed contract despite all of the things that he was accused of and, suspended for. So they are looking to win right now. So for those of you guys that think the Browns are just yeah, whatever, all Brissett has to do is hold the fort, bro. Just hold the fort, bro. Hold it down so that they're at least in playoff contention, which he's doing right now. Amari Cooper, bro, 2 weeks in a row, 101 yards. He had an 11-yard touchdown last night. But you got to understand, the way that this team is playing, it's scary. Because they're playing without the guy that they vested their future on. So when he comes back, and I understand, look, let me just say this right now. A lot of people are going to be very, very upset. I saw a lot of outcry with the fact that, Deshaun Watson was doing this, he was doing that. This is where it gets very, very wild, right? And we all know this in professional sports. When your team starts winning, all of a sudden it's all right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did. Okay, all right, he did that, but, I don't know about it anymore. That's what's going to happen. And a lot of you guys are guilty of it, right? Because as a Browns fan, that when Deshaun comes back, he has to play the way he's supposed to, or it's going to be wild, especially at home. But when he's away, it's going to be a nightmare for him. People can't wait for him to go to their field because they got so much to say to him. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be trolling. He has a lot to deal with, right? So right now, with the way that the Browns stand, I already told you guys, my prediction was they would be above 500, maybe like 2 or 3 games by the time Deshaun Watson gets back. Once he gets back, I'm telling, dude, if you start to compare what's going on with the teams, in the AFC, the Bills is the monster. There's no longer the Patriots, right? The Bills is that monster team. You got to also worry about Miami, right? The Patriots, I don't even pay attention to them, bro. I'm not gonna worry about the Patriots because I don't think they look. Mac Jones is not. He's not a guy that I'm really worried about. Like, oh my God, bro, Mac Jones coming here. Like, dude, no, bro, return of the Mac. Nah, we good. I don't think that Mac Jones is gonna be an issue. So those two teams, the Bills, and they're both in the same division, the AFC East, right? The Bills in Miami, they actually scare me. The Titans, they suck. We gotta look at like the really, really good teams, right? Kansas City Chiefs, the Chargers, all of those teams can be beaten by the Browns with Deshaun Watson at quarterback. Every single one of them. So if you're a Browns fan right now, you're probably thinking like, Deshaun Watson is a wild guy, but we got a lot of upside with that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're looking at it like, oh my goodness, because a lot of people don't like to talk about it. I want to talk about it because I enjoy all of the fan fandom. Like, you guys go out there like, yo, G, you saw the Browns, go Browns, whatever. And I know sometimes it's very, very tough to deal with it, but, that's the reality. The Browns are a very, very tough team. And they're going to be even, if they play good defense, they run the ball. They're going to have a confident quarterback. And I'm not saying that Brissett is not competent. Obviously, he is. I'm just saying he doesn't have the intangibles, obviously, that Deshaun Watson has. So Deshaun Watson is in my opinion, a major upgrade over Jacoby. Although Jacoby was playing with some real fire last night, he's just not Deshaun. So that's all I could think about while I was watching the game. They're playing this well, and their quarterback's not there. Like, the main guy's not there. So that's more or less where I am with it. I do believe that loss to the Jets is it's gonna fuel them though. So maybe it was a good thing because I believe that, that happening makes them understand, look, we can't take no plays off. We just can't take plays off, man. I think that's gonna be part of the locker room. I think that people are gonna be very, very aggravated about it. And it may drive them to be the 2 or 3 games above 500 that I predicted. And then when Deshaun Watson comes in, they're off to the races. That's my prediction. As far as, the Pittsburgh Steelers go, I already told you guys, I think the quarterback position is really lacking. Defensively, they played decently to stay in the game. They punted the ball in the fourth, down with minutes left. It was very, very, I don't know. They don't trust Trubisky. And that's ultimately what I have to say about that. I don't know where they're headed. I don't know how they're going to be able to overcome where they are right now with the quarterback position. But they have a long road ahead in Pittsburgh. So if you're a Steeler fan, I would be very, very concerned on where they go as far as the quarterback position goes. Other than that, congratulations to the Browns. I'm going to be looking out the entirety of the season to see how far they can actually go. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.